Okay, we are back. As I said before the break, the next map is going to be Whirlwind. What can you tell us about this map, Bradley?
It's a 4-player map,
Indeed it
and
is.
it's quite large, so the chances of any cheese happening is going to be significantly diminished.
Of course, you cannot proxy 2-gate on this map as you do not know where your opponent spawns.
All I
But
know about is
the
cheese.
question is, will that stop Thomas Jack King? Will he go for it anyways?
Will we see some cheddar?
1 in 3.
Or some brie?
It's 1 in 3.
Brie?
Maybe.
1 in
Maybe.
3, brie.
1 in 3.
That's the rule. Apologies about the static. There's not really too much we're going to be able to do about it at this point, so hopefully you guys can still make out what we're saying, and hopefully you can enjoy the following games, and maybe Sparhawk and Moonbaby will throw out some interesting stuff to make up for
Our
it.
future cast will not have any audio issues.
No, it's a
It's
one-off
just
for
a
this one.
one-off because internet issues.
Yes, many internet issues.
So we are going in. We are at the loading screen, and now we're in game on Whirlwind. And in the bottom right position, we have the orange Zerg. Losing the series at the moment, down a game, it is Moonbaby.
And up in the top right position, we have our favourite blue Protoss, Sparhawk.
And Sparhawk claiming Moonbaby needs more luck. And with the current score, I guess he's right.
I still think he must have seen that probe.
He must have. I guess he blinked.
Because it was on the
And
top
not,
of
not the good kind of blink.
No, not the good kind of blink. Then again, Zerg don't have blink.
No, they do not.
If Zerg had blink,
David Kim, if you're watching.
David Kim, Roaches should be able to blink.
A lot of arguing going on between these two teammates, trying to decide who needs more luck in this game.
The only good thing about a pussy fight is there's a lot of beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my vote in and say that Moonbaby needs more luck. You agree?
Yeah, I think so. You got a bit unlucky there.
Okay, well, if we look at the brand of Sparhawk, we can see he does have the pylon in position for a Forge expansion.
I think that's a signature move as well. He does favour that Forge expansion over the gateway, is that right?
I believe so, and he does manage to send. He gets lucky.
He did get lucky. Dark Punk get lucky.
He scouts Louis first. I mean, there are 3 possible starting locations he could have been at, and he got it first.
No messing around this time. Louis' Moonbaby has decided to throw down the pool first, just
Yeah.
in case of any.
Well,
Especially after seeing that probe.
well,
as
yeah.
well.
I mean, if you see
That's gotta scare him.
when the probe comes into your base, you never want to go for a hatchery first because it's so easy for them to just pylon block you like this.
And he missed and lost the probe.
Yeah. Not like that. But if the Protoss micros correctly and does not lose a probe, they can pylon block you, and then your pull will be so late, and everything will just be delayed. Which is why Moonbaby did make that pull before hatch upon seeing his scouting probe.
Is that Derek? No, it's not Derek.
Derek is the name given to any drone that is not mining.
Not doing its
anything
job.
useful.
Just like pull the probe, and we don't have a name for
Sally the
SCV.
SCV.
Sally the SCV. What if SCV's female?
Haven't you seen the display picture?
No.
The SCVs?
They look pretty male to me.
We'll agree to disagree. So we do see the Nexus first going down for Sparhawk. He scouted his opponent, so he knows that it's safe. He knows there's no 10-4 or 8-4 coming along, so he can go for that Nexus and then Forge.
And he should have the economy lead here over the Zerg who went full first round. Only slightly.
I'd say that's a debatable thing to say. But yeah, I think he's in a better position than he would have been if he went for the Forge first, which you would have to do if you don't scout them straight away, because then there's the possibility of the 10-4 or earlier 4, which could kill you if you go for a Nexus first blindly.
And triple hatch.
Yep, triple hatch. This is the standard response against the Forge expansion, because the Forge expansion does delay any aggression for such a long amount of time. The Zerg can easily get these 3 hatcheries without gas or speed for such a long time.
2 gas is on the way for the Protoss.
Yep.
Just finishing up now, and the question is now, do we see some sort of 4-gate pressure, or do we see
Well, yeah, I think
something later on
at the moment the main question is, what's the first bit of gas investment going to be on the Protoss side? Will it be into the +1 attack on the Forge? Will it be into a Stalker, a Sentry, a Stargate, a Robo? These are all the things that are going to shape the mid-game in this matchup. Especially since Louis has gone for the 3 hatchery style, which is a very reactionary play. He's not going to be putting on any aggression anytime soon. He's going to let Sparhawk do his thing and then react accordingly, according to what he sees.
See a lot of drones being made too.
Yeah, I mean, The drone splitting could be a bit better. There's 19 drones in the main and only 8 at the natural now. Typically, you max out efficiency on 16, so you're going to want 16 in your main, and then from then on keep sending them to your natural. I mean, this isn't a huge blow to his economy, but it's a minor one, and one that he should fix.
Saying there's a Stargate.
Yes, there is a Stargate. The first bit of gas investment is going to that Stargate. The question is, will we be seeing a Void Ray first, or a Phoenix first, or perhaps even an Oracle first?
I'd love to see an Oracle, but that's just because I do love Oracles. But it's more likely to be one of the other two, to be all honest. Got to snipe them Overlords. In fact, there's an Overlord going to come into the main of Sparhawk now, just to spot this Stargate as it finishes.
Yeah, the Overlord will see that.
The Stalker's gone over to have a look, but isn't really doing anything about
Stalker
it.
is going to come and kill this Overlord, but it's already done its job. It's seen the Stargate, it's already turning over a supply block from Sparhawk. Not for long, though. I mean, the Phoenix is delayed by about 5 seconds, which isn't that significant. So
the typical style now is to show the first Phoenix, right?
yeah, I mean, in the current metagame, you pretty much always show your first Phoenix because Phoenix is so common and people always prepare for it. Back in the day when Phoenix was less common, people would save up to 4 and then move out and then catch the Zerg off guard and the spawns would be late. But nowadays, it's customary to reveal that first Phoenix. Although
It's sitting there doing, oh there it goes.
Needs to go Overlord.
But none of the Overlords are on the way back.
Yeah,
They probably should be.
There's a lot of
going a bit
Overlords on
close.
the map. They're just not on
His
Sparhawk
side.
side of the
Yeah.
side of the map.
We have seen 3
fact-
Spore Crawlers go down already, as you said.
I'd say all these Overlords on the map is somewhat of a mistake. If Sparhawk missed these Phoenixes, he would get a free, like 5 Overlord kills, which is a big blow to the Zerg's economy.
Where has the Phoenix got to? Down to the bottom, just about to find its first Overlord.
Flying past it, instead of saying, okay, not flying past it, hungry for blood, and kill that Overlord, and
With the second Phoenix arriving.
perhaps find the 3 neighbouring Overlords afterwards.
That one's just going to fly straight into the Phoenixes as well.
Yeah. Bit of Overlord miscommunication. We do see the Robo Bay going down for the Protoss player off of 2 base. Could we see an all-in, or is he going to use these Colossi to take a safe expansion? No probe sent out yet, which seems to indicate an all-in, especially since 3 gates have gone down.
9 roaches on the way.
In fact, this probe here in the top left of Sparhawk's base seems positioned to throw down even more warp gates, so I don't think we're going to be seeing a 3rd base this game from Sparhawk.
The Phoenix RS has been successful and has actually supply blocked Moonbaby just for a moment here.
Yeah, and
Oh, it's
2
going to get
Overlords.
2 more as well.
This is really bad by Moonbaby. These Overlords do not need to be on the map. As soon as you know your opponent is going Phoenix, that's the cue for you to send all of your Overlords back to your base, to your mineral lines, where your Queen's going to fend off
Supply
the
blocked
Phoenixes.
again.
Yeah, but of course you're going to get supply blocked when you leave your Overlords out there on the map. I mean, there's even still one here, near the ramp of Sparhawk. And yes, I think this is basically confirmed to be an all-in at this stage. Lots of gates, 2 Immortals, Colossi are going to come out, and we're probably going to see a push out when the Colossus count reaches 2.
I think Moonbaby's already read it though, he's just continually only building roaches at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean, if you look at the unit tab, you can see there's 60 drones. Moonbaby says 60 is all I need, 2 more units. He's even going to pressure the front, and that game Overlord is dying. Look at the units lost tab. We can see 12 units lost by Moonbaby, and only 1, I think it was a probe, lost by Sparhawk. So
I think that's like 8 Overlords have been lost.
yeah, that's pretty bad. A lot of cost efficiency from Sparhawk this game, and we do see the Hydra Den going down. So it looks like Moonbaby's response to this all-in is a Roach Hydra play.
Both players banking a lot of minerals at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think the mineral bank from Moonbaby has a lot to do with those Overlords being lost. Like when you stop 5 blocks for that long, it really hurts your production when it comes to lava as well.
Double Evo chamber from Moonbaby, gonna start pumping those upgrades and get some
Quite late
fight.
double Evo, so... oh my god, some Roach aggression at the front. Did he keep a Colossus? Maybe. I think so, wow.
Yeah, it looks like there's no Colossus anymore, which is kind of
I
scary.
wasn't even looking. I mean, that's such a big mistake to let a Colossus die. When you have like so many sentries, nothing should get up this ramp. You can seal it off with 3 force builds. So some sloppy play from Sparhawk, and excellent concave setup from Moonbaby. He's saying if you move down your ramp, I'm gonna be very cost efficient. And I don't like that. This force build. Oh, a lot of roaches get trapped.
Could have caught even more if that last force field had come down a wee bit quicker.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still getting
by
free
Moonbaby.
kills.
He doesn't even have tunneling claws. Of course, if he had tunneling claws, he could just borrow and move away from the force fields, but it's risky. Still, just pure roaches and rings. Are there any hydras on the map?
He's built
all
Hydra down a
roaches.
long time ago.
Yeah,
but nothing
instead just opting straight for the roaches.
Has he even
And
started upgrades?
we do see one on the way. We see great.
There's really no
kind
force
of.
field sort of blocking the flank.
I think the idea was excellent, but the execution was a bit off. He cut off the roaches from one side and then tried to trap the ones on the other, but his force was slightly off and they all escaped. And I don't like some of these. The forces go down.
Run out of energy, he's got no force fields
There's about three or four forces left. The Colossi are going to get sniped. The Immortal doing a lot of damage, but it's going to get sniped too. And was this an overextension by Moonbaby? I mean, he killed one Colossus, but he lost so many roaches, and then Immortal, but he lost so many roaches.
Yeah, despite only just winning that fight, Sparhawk actually traded really cost efficiently there, killing far more supply than he actually took
And
return.
as the Rose reinforcements come in, I think this is looking better and better for Moonbaby actually, because there's no Immortals. The Immortals are so important when it comes to dealing with the roaches, and there's just none there. I mean, the Void Ray's coming in. It's good against roaches, but maybe it's too late. Still, only roaches in production. 29 roaches on the map, 7.
Seeing the Void Ray continues to make roaches. It's because he's actually going to the tech switch and he's on it right
Yeah,
now.
it looks like that Hydra Dam was just in case, yeah. I guess.
I guess once he saw the Colossi, he probably thought it's not worth making Hydras, I'll just get Mutas instead.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 6 on the way. There's a decent Phoenix count, so 6 mutas isn't going to do much. But the main problem with Sparhawk at the moment is he's still on 2 bases. 15 minutes in the game.
Sparhawk isn't dead yet, but when your opponent's building a 4th and you are nearly mined out in your main, you know you've got problems coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, the Phoenixes are going to intercept these Mutalisks and take out quite a few of them, and the Mutas turning around. And if we look at the production tab, we can see another Phoenix is on the way, and an Immortal, so he's torn between dealing with the roaches and the Mutalisks, and he's making the Immortals for the roaches, which are terrible against the Mutas, and the Phoenixes for the Mutas, which are terrible against the roaches. And it looks like Moonbaby's ditched the Muta switch with only 5, and now he's gone straight back into roaches.
He doesn't really seem to...
The Ling's going to come in and deny this 3rd base, and I don't think you can hold this roach attack unless the forces are perfect, and they're non-existent, let alone perfect. We're going to charge up, there we go, a bit late.
And there the BMUs coming from behind, and the Phoenixes are having a holiday somewhere on the other side.
Phoenix is proud, they say, I've done my job, I killed all the Mutos, but...
then they fly off
Yeah.
victorious into the sunset.
Sparhawk was really frustrated. We're adding 2 more Stargates and a Fleet Beacon, really scared of these Mutalisks, but there's no more in production, there's 9 Hydras. The first Hydra is in production. I mean, the Hydra was made a long time ago, but this is the first group of Hydras actually being made.
And at this point, Moonbaby's supply is doubling Sparhawk, and it's pretty much safe to say Sparhawk's down now at this point.
I think if Winston was here, he would say Sparhawk's dead, and he would be right.
I think you're right, then.
I mean, these Phoenixes...
The Phoenixes have been very cost-effective.
Yeah,
The kills that they have. They must have like 1,000 kills.
4 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill, 3 kills,
Literally 1,000.
1,000. Although that said...
You're gonna like win the game with just Phoenixes.
About 12 or 13 kills between those Phoenixes. But most of them were expensive units, like Hydras and Roaches, so they would have...
A Mutalisk.
That's the one thing I think Sparhawk has going for in this game. He's made these Phoenixes so cost efficient.
Sparhawk has been so cost efficient all game. He's just been so severely out macroed that he hasn't, been able to win, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering when Moonbaby's going to go for the kill. More Overlords dying.
He's probably going to max out his current supply and then just base roll that base.
I don't think he can max out a 200 supply if he loses all of his Overlords.
No, that's true. Maybe he'll get bored.
Void Ray's doing their best to go to Hydra Dam, but I don't think it matters at this stage. Still 2 base. The main base nearly mined out. Lots of patches gone already. And
here comes
maybe
the death. He doesn't have any units.
there's not even any ground units at all. The army for Sparhawk is 7 Phoenixes, 2 Void Rays. Zealots can walk in, but they're not going to do anything against these roaches and rings. Expect GG any second. Unless, of course, Sparhawk subscribes to the Winston 0 supply GG methodology.
I don't know, I think that methodology is actually pretty valid.
I suppose so. And the Phoenix is coming and picking up some Hydras and Roaches and stuff.
These Phoenix
and
have gone
the Roaches
dancing
Roaches.
signifying the end of this game.
I don't think any Protoss programmer in the world can come back from the situation. It's just simply impossible. And Sparhawk claiming he let Moonbaby win this game.
No GG, no skill.
Do you think there's any truth to that?
No.
Well, let's think about it. No, I agree with you. I think that was a fair game.
I think he got rolled is the nice way of putting it.
Yeah, but the first game,
I do think
he was
Sparhawk actually played really well, I think. Like, he had the upper hand so many times, he just couldn't keep up with production.
Yeah, I think another problem for Sparhawk that game was that he went for the all-in, but Moonbaby saw it coming from a mile away. In fact, Sparhawk used this build against Winston Lee, aka Roxy, in the round of 4 in the ISL, summer 2013. So I think this is a build Sparhawk's used to playing, so Louis probably knew it was coming, like, maybe possibly even before the game started, he was expecting it.
So the question now is, does Louis go back to cheesing?
I mean, Sparhawk, Thomas. Yes?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was doing something else whilst I was trying to say that sentence.
Yes, you can be now. I don't want to hug you constantly.
I'm not Winston, I don't just randomly hug people.
And in the chat we can see Splinter saying, how can any Protoss possibly beat Moonbaby? Splinter,
Is he being a bit biased there?
if you want the answer, watch the VOD, the game number 1, Proxy 2 game, that's the way.
That is true, actually. I think...
Try it and proven.
I don't know. Maybe if he went Proxy 3 game, that's the only way I think he could improve on that first game.
And we are going to go into a short break, and the next match, when we are back, we will be in Athlon Race.
We will. So that's all.
Yep.